Hello everyone, update 1.4.1 has finally dropped inside Souls, and we have Dimensional Rift and the crafting feature, which means we have artifacts. We're going to try to go over everything you need to know about today. Just know it is currently a little buggy right now, and the devs are working on it. I find a lot of this is being caused by selecting too many buffs inside or around, and if you kind of go a little easy on them there, you have better chances being able to play. But Dimensional Rift, this is going to be 10 rounds of battles inside the game, and it looks like there's 15 different levels like we would have for Sanctum, for example. But as far as these rounds, there's going to be 2 bosses. I believe they're at 5 and 10, and then at 9 you'll have the option to either revive or go and heal all your heroes. Now you can only go in with 15 heroes inside the game, so pick out your best 15, or at least try to think of groups. Maybe use what you're using in Advanced Arena if you have gear on everyone. But on my pay to win account, I was able to make it up to level 7, got to the final boss, and that's where it started getting a little bit difficult for me. So when going into battle, you'll be seeing the 5 opponents that you can challenge. Put your heroes obviously where you want them to, but once you hit the challenge screen, this is where you're going to get shown the buffs, and you'll see the little indication there of how many energy you have to buy these buffs. If you don't use it the first round, those points will carry over to the next round, but if you beat this stage, those points will not carry over to the next stage. Keep in mind that when you are in this buff screen, you cannot move your heroes around, but you can simply go hit the pause button, forfeit, and retry at no penalty to you to at least put your heroes where you want them to. Now these buffs are incredibly strong. I'm actually loving the one where I just get to attack first, or give my heroes all energy, or even removing all the energy from your opponents. But it does look pretty linear on these things, meaning that if you go and select your first buff, you go through a round, get your second buff, that if you go in and restart again, that they're going to be the same exact buffs that pop up. So you could use that to your advantage if you see something better later on that you don't have the energy for. This mode also comes with 3 new bosses on it here. First one being Sarakin, and this is going to be the yellow boss inside the game. I'm not going to go over all the skills on it because I don't know how much time I have left on my camera here, and obviously we'll make more guides on these bosses so we really know how to defeat them easily. But in order to have the active skills on it, they're calling it a Fury Gauge. You'll see it up top on this. Once it gets full, this is when these actives pop. This active skill, Wizard of Madness, will be applying a shield to 2 allies, and this shield will be unremovable. At the same time, it'll be giving a healing over time, which is going to last 3 turns, where the shield will only last 2 turns. The second boss, Lefab, is going to have the active skill Night of Dawn, and this will be attacking all heroes in the back row and giving a 20% reduction to attack for 2 turns. And our red boss, Maxim, is going to have the active skill Angry Slayer, which is going to be attacking 3 random enemies. Like I said, if you do have a hero that dies during battle there, once you get to stage 9, you can either choose to heal all your allies or revive 2 of them, similar to the Sanctum, or there is the option to buy the feather in this, although it is 1,000 gems. But let's talk about these artifacts now, because this is kind of a huge deal inside the game. First thing being, this is our first time seeing mythic gear inside the game. This is something that we usually see in other Habby games. Mythic kind of gets thrown out there eventually, but this is our first time seeing it, at least with the artifacts. When equipping artifacts and using this dimensional essence to go and upgrade, consider this the same as runes. There's nothing yet to reset the enhancements in it, so be careful where you're going to pump it. I just wasted a bunch to at least take this to level 5 for this common or uncommon, but still just kind of wanted to see how it works. When it comes to the crafting, we're now going to be seeing blue magic powder, purple magic powder, and red magic powder, similar to the essence for upgrading our gear. So when it comes to crafting the purple, the red, the yellow, it looks like the materials that are needed, at least the ones we get inside the Dimensional Rift, are only going to be specific to that color gear. So don't feel like, oh man, I don't want to put this in the purple because I might need it for the red later on. Not going to be the case. And you can see here, the ones that I actually have and can fill that slot is going to have that little orange icon next to it to say, hey, you could put something in here. Now, this isn't going to be anything you're getting quickly unless you're spending a ton of money inside the game. These games aren't made to be, you know, hey, I beat everything in a week. Think of my free-to-play account where it took me 152 days just to get Cayenne up to 20 stars. So this is for a long haul thing. It's to keep you engaged, keep you feeling rewarded when you get it there. But still, these things look pretty awesome. It really looks like these mythic style ones are going to take quite a bit to get to, and the fact that we have to go and enhance those materials to get them up to the level 3 star or whatever you want to call it there. So that's going to be a huge deal right there when you finally get one of those. But as far as getting the materials materials for these. Obviously, we want to get them in Dimensional Rift. A lot of these ones that you need for the yellow and red, you will not even see them until you get up to the higher stage levels. Now, this is absolutely a ton of artifacts that were out of the game, so we're not going to go over them all right now, but we'll probably make some videos coming in the next few days. We got a lot happening inside the game, and I imagine this must have took a ton of work to create all these things. So great job, devs. Looking forward to getting these bugs fixed out so I can have a nice smooth run through it. But overall, I'm excited for this, and I'm actually really loving it. But curious to know what you guys think. If you guys actually have already picked out which artifact you're going to be chasing after, let us know in the comments below of what you think is best. And if you want to see the new Abala skin or freshen up on your Abala skills because you had no idea that he stacks defense every round for up to 5 rounds, then take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.